one of the biggest challenges in the nonprofit world is understanding how well you're doing. So in a for-profit, there are conventions consistently applied, universally understood, often legally required, that enable leadership, or anybody in a large enterprise, or small enterprise for that matter, to know how well they're doing. And typically those are financial metrics. In a nonprofit organization, you don't have any consistency in the metrics to determine success or progress towards a mission. And frankly, one of the biggest shortcomings of nonprofit organizations is that they begin to think of success in terms of tactics and activities, not end results. I have an almost obsessive focus on outcomes. And I always have. I remember when I started at the Nature Conservancy, which again has been characterized by its, I think, very successful tactic of buying land. I started there as a lawyer. And transactions were always in the pipeline, negotiated by very able field representatives, typically who had a business degree. I started in 1977. I was 14 years old. I'm just kidding. I was really just more or less out of law school. But all these transactions, each one of which was a very fine consequence in its own right, I couldn't see how does it add up? How is this individual transaction contributing to some larger outcome? And inasmuch as the mission of the Nature Conservancy is to preserve, in essence, this is a little bit of a simplification, the diversity of life on Earth. It seems like it'd be a lot of transactions to get enough diversity of life on Earth to satisfy our mission. So I'd say, in any enterprise that you go into, large or small, keep your eye on the ball. What is this enterprise all about? What do I want to accomplish? And if I'm in a leadership role or if I'm in an entrepreneurial role, what does my compass head towards? What am I trying to get done? And it's so easy. Any of you who've worked in any kind of enterprise realize day to day the noise can distract you. And you lose sight. And I see that a lot in nonprofit organizations. How many of you have worked for a nonprofit, even as a volunteer? A lot of you, okay. So that means I can't lie too much about nonprofits. I mean, catch me on that. But I think you'd agree, anybody who's worked in a nonprofit, that keeping your eye on the prize is a challenge. Again, because in part it's hard to define what that prize is in ways that are simple, understandable, and measurable.